Okay, boys, I'm going to try my best to explain how to do audio to face with inside of Maya. It was a little complicated to set up, uh, so I wanted to try to give a good video for how to do it all. So, firstly, this will be like in the description, but this is going to be the GitHub for like all the files that you will need, and it should bring you to like this page first with everything, like what is Maya Ace and all that type of stuff. By the way, it's a Nvidia product. So speaking of Nvidia, one of the first things you're gonna want to do just to get it out of the way is get this valid API key. It'll send you to like Nvidia's like weird like back end thing, but all you're going to want to do is get a login and get the API key. I'm pretty sure you can't get the API key if you're not logged in. Yeah, so, but it's free. So yeah, just make a login if you don't already have one, and then you can do this. So then you're going to want to download this Mace package, unzip the contents, then you're going to want to move them inside of the Maya module path. And I do mean directly move them. So after you unzip it, open that file up, and you'll see these four of Mace, package, license, and stuff like that. I think there's actually more than four for me here. Um, Although I don't know what was here already. So I know Maya and Mace were the new ones, but yeah, so these are all just different modules. So just add all of it into there, and you will now have Maya Ace within your Maya version. So yeah, hypothetically, if you're like a lab monitor in charge of like a school program, it'd be awesome if we could get Maya Ace on our machine so that we could all be doing this audio to face instead of only being able to have access to it at home. Um, but yeah, then download the sample Maya scene. Sounds pretty simple, but it's actually a little more complicated because it will always give you this file not found. But I found a way to get around that. Sample data, Maya project, scenes. Yep, there it is, boys. So by the way, in case you missed that, so when you open to do this, it's gonna fail out and it's not gonna work. So you're gonna want to open. Come on, you just did this. Source? No. Sample data. Maya project scenes, and then click on that. And then when you hit the view raw or the download raw, either way, it's going to make you download the raw Maya binary file, which is just a Maya scene. And we're getting closer, boys. We're already this far down here. So yeah, just launch Maya, set project, open up scene, and then this is the sample scene. You want to double check that it's doing for the frame rate, it's 30 FPS with a playback speed of 30 FPS, looping once. Specifically, that looks like this. 30 FPS for frame rate, playback speed 30 FPS times 1, looping once. Uh, then you know for sure that that scene is good. Then import an audio into your Maya scene. So Maya is a really cool program and everybody enjoys to use it. So there's this really cool format called waveform that nobody's heard of. So you're going to have to convert your audio to a waveform format, which you can do that in like Premiere Pro or any of that other stuff. It apparently can take MP3 format, but not from Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro's MP3 format is not compatible. So just wanted to let you guys know that. Then once you're inside of Maya is when we start using the Ace animation player and doing stuff like that. So I just want to double check here. Yep, exactly what I thought. Okay, so this is the sample Ace animation. Um, to see the Ace animation node, which is up here, there's a couple of ways to do this. The easiest way is to just click on here and then in the attribute editor, scroll over till you see the Ace animation player, and there you go. You will notice both of them are using Ace animation player number 1. That is important for something, but you'll see. So, and then they also are both using blend shape 1 and 3. So they are using different blend shapes because they're different facial structures, which can be important for different characters that they link to. But yeah, so that's the easiest way to get to it. The complicated way that they want you to get to it is to open the DAG uh, and find it in here manually, like an insane human. So yeah, but that's in the instructions. So figured I'd tell you. Then we're gonna want to add in an audio. So in here, do the import audio and import any audio that you've created. They also give you samples on that website, but figured you would want to be using your own for testing because it's just more fun that way. So I grabbed mine from a hit show called Andor, which it doesn't seem to be picking up on. One sec. That's why.
So what do I sacrifice?
Yeah, it goes a little longer, but I think you guys get the gist.
Everything. That's what I sacrifice.
God damn. Alright. So yeah, now we're gonna hook that shit up. We are going to hook that shit up. So click that audio file. It'll be the thing that's named, and it'll then connect it. Then you're gonna want to like input that API key that you were using, or sorry, that you got from Nvidia. And then you can hit connect and send audio. I have found slight issues if I don't use the 1-0 ones. I tried the 1-2s. Those didn't work for me. I'm too dumb to understand what that is yet. But yeah, just stick with the 1-0s. Claire is it's a good one, honestly. Then connect and send. Then you will see that it is going to be doing it. So give me a sec. Alright, so sent mine through, changed the audio to a longer one just to show you guys how long you could like actually go for. Which for me, I'm almost at 26,000 frames, or 2,600 frames, sorry.
Kindness, kinship.
So yeah, works pretty good. You can do further tweaking from here. So if you, I can't show you actually because that's against the rules. But there's ways to do further tweaking, and I don't want to like do a lot of editing to blur it all out. But you can do further tweaking within this stuff. Actually, just one sec. There. So back in the Ace Animation Player 1, where both of these are getting the data from, this is where like the emotions, emotional strength, and that type of stuff is coming in from. So So what we did the first time is this thing called streaming, where we streamed the data out and back into ourselves about the audio to facial data. Um, then you can do another thing called authorizing, where you change that streaming. It's right above the audio thing here. You change that streaming to authorizing, and then send it in again, and then it's doing a live streaming thing basically, where you can do edits on frames and stuff like that to create larger emotions for different moments, open the jaw more or less, stuff like that. As well, you can do it manually, which I'll show you how to. Um, okay, I was wrong. And I remember, um, this was giving me a big pain in the ass last time. So, unless you like properly are publishing these uh, rigs and models from Advanced Skeleton, you're gonna be needing to not export it. You're gonna need to keep it in that group where like you just made it in that file that's in like the demo thing basically. Then referencing one or two of the heads that are the Ace animation demos. You don't even have to give it the stuff yet, as I just showed you. But now I have connected these two here. So I will show you what that looks like. Alright, so I sent that audio in again on this file. You will have to do it every single time. It does not save to these. I don't know how to make it save to these yet, but let me show you what that looks like now.
So what do I sacrifice? Everything.
So now we have some very basic lip movements that we can build off of very easily, and this is like a permanent thing you can transfer around between your files. So if you have an advanced skeleton rig, uh, you don't even need the AR kit. I'll show you why we did the AR kit though. So it's going one for one in all of these values within that kit. So we can then uh, I think it's auto keyframe toggle? I don't know. But yeah, then you can either keyframe that type of stuff, the movements, bake it into it within the AR here, bake this info into it, and then you also, but yeah, that's why I wanted to say to use the AR kit, is you can build off of it where once this is all going together smoothly, you can still use these to help enunciate and do extra movements with it, which is really nice because if you don't use the AR kit, it bakes that data into these ones. So then, and it bakes it in per frame as well. So then you're fighting frame by frame micro movements, and you're gonna most likely have to delete a lot of the data that's created for you in the process of creating more emotion. So it becomes a little more work of fighting the system, whereas as if you do the AR kit method, it's a little bit smoother for the like editing of more emotions and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, I thought this was a pretty useful uh, edit to do or like thing to show you guys. Uh, yeah. Okay, so I have good and bad news. The good news, I figured everything out. The bad news is it's not perfect. So if you want to fully bake out, aka pull up this file and not have to redo this every single time with the AR kit, send it and receive very quick. It only takes like 10-30 seconds at most, but it is a pain in the ass to do every single time you open a file. The only way to bake it out is to, one, create this without the AR kit. So if you want to, I'm pretty sure you can uncheck this and rebuild it. Um, I've been spending a lot of time on this. So uncheck, rebuild, then you won't have this. When you go to do the, it'll already be synced up actually, if you did all this. So, but yeah, just sync it up again if it's not using the exact same steps inside of here. Animation, audio to face, and make sure you have a controller selected. Uh, then uh, it'll do one for one. Uh, and you can bake it out if you have auto key. It'll bake it out on these, and then you can just fight the one-to-ones. So yeah, that's how it works at the current moment. I double checked that this is how it's working, and another guy already asked 5 months ago for us to be able to bake out the frames on the AR kit so that we can still do this in the later dates. But apparently that's not on the horizon, so this is what we have for this. Thank you. Yeah, I felt bad because I didn't directly show you guys, but so this is a scene I've been working on. I don't have the AR kit enabled, so when it went through all of the frames of setting up the voice here, that's when it also keyframed everything. So you'll see I have keyframes on just about every single frame here. I manually deleted like the eye ones, eyebrow ones, and stuff like that to create like my own, uh, like more, facial type stuff like that. But that's how you can do that. Um, and here's the AR kit over here that set that all up in the first place. Uh, and yeah, like I said, you cannot bake the uh, the stuff out as far as I can tell, unless you do it directly to there. That's the only way I've seen how to do that. But yeah, thank you guys.